Okay, good morning traders. Today's video I wanted to show something that I have been using simple market metrics to do, and it's a really neat tool for this. And you can see on our screen here we've got some drawdown on some other pairs, and so I went to the gold chart and I could see that we were starting to sink a little bit. And once this crossed red here and I had triple red, I had the dot here, I was down in my RSI below the zero line, which is the bearish trend indicator. And over the last 15-20 minutes we've gone down, so we've used this trade to make up for some loss we have over here. We were up to like $600 in negative, so I stopped trading on these other pairs and we've got some pretty good drawdown on them, so I'm trying to offset it with this one. And I specifically took this trade because of the simple market metrics toolkit here. So what I've done is I figured out how far I needed to go. This take profit right here would actually put this to about zero. So once this hits this line, we're going to be at zero. So let's watch it for a second, see if that happens. I'm thinking we've got 10-15 minutes and we're going to be there. Okay, it's about 15 minutes later, and as it turned out, these trades have came back and almost went to their take profit, and this one spiked up against us a little bit on the gold. So we're just watching. It's at a resistance level. This is why I like to have the order blocks on here, because you can kind of see where resistance and support is. It didn't quite come down and touch this support, maybe just barely on this candle. So we're going to watch it for a bit. If nothing else, I will scale out of these two positions and scale out of this one to end up my trading day. So we're sitting pretty good. We're at 51,294, and today's my 5th day trading. So I haven't been super aggressive. I think most days I've done $200-300. The first day I did 500 something on that last video I made. So I just try to shoot between 300 and 500. A lot of times I'll look at the market and see if it's worth continuing or if I should just be done that day. But yeah, these metrics are awesome. I just feel like between that and my order blocks and my RSI down here, I just feel like I've got a very, very clear picture of what's going to happen. And if it's turning around on me, I get out sooner than I would have if I didn't have these. If I look at my blank, I have a Trade screen open right now. How I used to trade was just with a 2021 EMA and a few other like volume indicators and things like that. And man, I would hold on to a bad trade way too long in those. And if the metrics change on this, it really helps you get out of those trades faster. I feel like I can hold my good trades longer and get out of my losers faster with this metric system. So I really love it. It's been great. Let's watch this for a little bit more and we'll see where we're going to end up for the day. It's about noon where I'm at right now. So I'm going to be looking to exit my trades here pretty soon. With Take Profit Trader, you have to be out at my time. You have to be out of the market at 2 o'clock every day. So I'm just going to be winding down. But had a good day today. Okay, to add to what I've been saying, this is what I love. So I had this trade earlier this morning. I was doing some scalping, and I had to go away and do some laundry and do a few things. I came back like 20 minutes later, and I was clear down here. It looked like it was going to spike back up and go back, so I wasn't too worried about it, but it actually dipped really hard down. And at that time, there was an order block right here, and it was very, very bright. That means that it was a very, very strong resistance level. So I waited, and you can see, look at this. Once this turned to green, we got a green signal here, green candle, green background, and green on my RSI. If you would have been buying the last 45 minutes, you'd done nothing but win. Every one of these white dots is where the top of the candle was when the candle closed. Now we're completely back to my entry. This next support or resistance is clear up to here. Very, very likely it'll close this small trade out. So it was a lot of drawdown to eat for one trade, I admit that. And typically I don't have as many things going as I had this morning, and so that kind of added to that. But same thing on the NQ, and there used to be a resistance level right around here somewhere, and it's now since disappeared because it broke through it. It's another reason I like order blocks is they go away when they've been broken, where your support and resistance lines stay there, and I feel like that just confuses you if you look at the screen too much. So I think we're gonna end this, even if I just take small losses on these two, and then just scale out of this trade. Just watch my gold trade. Let's see how things end up. Okay, now after a lot of patience with this trade, about an hour of waiting, we've came back and we're going to hit the take profit here. Right It like bounced off of it literally. I thought we hit it already, but we just barely missed it here. So let's see. While we're at it, I want to talk about something else real quick. When you're doing scalp trades like this, I recommend using a stop loss. I've found with the metrics, even if you use a stop loss and you go along with the triple R's or triple G's, you still get probably 70%, 80% win ratio if you wait for good entries. So what I mean by that, if you get in on a candle, let's find gold here earlier. So here's a good example. I was scalping gold this morning, and I wouldn't want to enter on one of these higher dots. I'd want to enter here, right? I'd want to wait till we got a good entry against somewhere in this level. I entered on this one. I entered on this one. And then when I saw it turn red, I stopped buying. And I didn't buy anymore. So, but yeah, definitely use a stop loss. I'm really bad about it. I don't use a stop loss. And that caused me some drawdown in this trade, especially if you're busy. If you can sit at the computer all day and watch it, I probably would have stopped this sooner because I would have seen it turn red and I would have looked for some things. But anyway, everybody has a life and things going on. It's just how it goes. So yeah, one down. This one closed in profit. This one here, we're right at about the entry here. This trade here is bouncing off this resistance. So we're going to watch and see what happens. I have a feeling that I'm going to take a loss on this trade. I'm going to watch it for a little bit and scale out the best I can. And this trade here, I may take a small loss. I've still got an hour or so before I need to be done trading for the day. But I wouldn't be surprised if this hits the take profit. It was a small profit trade, $20, something like that. Yeah, we'll just scale out of this trade now and see what happens. Frustrating thing about this trade is when I made the video at the beginning, I was clear down here, so this trade was in profit. I didn't set a stop loss because I fully expected it to go down to this level somewhere, and I was so focused on these other trades getting out that I didn't expect it to scale back on me like that. But it's okay. I'm just gonna watch it. All my metrics are now saying that it's in a buy position, so volume is slowing down. You can see this blue line is tailoring down. Gives you a good idea. Volume is just tapering off. So big moves I don't expect, especially where we're this late in the trading session. Now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do to scale out of here and take some of this loss away. Now, admittedly, I did a pretty big trade here too, and that was part of my figuring to get out of these other trades. So I did this trade bigger on purpose, and that's actually put me in a bit of a bind now. So we're going to be fine. Even if I took this loss, I'd still be profitable today. So I just want to try and mitigate it the best I can. Okay, I just canceled this trade. It was like $45 negative. I just don't want this turning around against me when I'm trying to mitigate this other trade. So, like I said, I haven't done this perfectly today. This isn't the best example. I fully thought this was going to drop quite a bit more, especially where our low was here. This looked like it was going to be a strong sell back to these levels. So I felt pretty confident right here, even with my support being there. But now I'm just going to figure out what the best way to mitigate this trade is, and I'll be done trading for the day. So I love these metrics though. The point being, even if you make a mistake or you get that, the point of this video is if you made a mistake on a one pair or one thing asset you're trading and you're looking to get out of it, find a different pair that you're not trading and look for a good opportunity there and try to mitigate it. Now, be good with your, use good sense when you're doing your lot sizes and your pricing. So like for example, I always start low, and if you're trying to mitigate out of a trade, maybe go one higher. So if you started this trade with one, and you want to do another trade to offset it in a different asset, then go maybe two or three, and right here it'll tell you how much. So if you're looking to make $100 here, and you want to make 150 on the other one just to compensate for any fees and things and to try and get you back out, then use good judgment that way. But I do it all the time. This wasn't the best example because, like I said, this has spiked up against me, and now I've only got one trade open, and this was supposed to be my savior trade, and now it's went against me. But maybe what I should have done is put a stop loss right here and just took a small loss on this pair, and I'd still be up for the day. I mean, even if I exited now, I'd be probably break even or still a little bit profitable, but I don't want to give away all that profit. So The point being is the markets, simple market metrics really help you. The way I use it and how I feel about it, I can see with pretty good accuracy what's going to happen. I would say most days I'm in the 70 to 80% accuracy range. I do take losses. Losses are part of trading. There's no system that will never produce a loss. It's impossible. Whatever drives the market is pretty random. There's times it'll go against. I've seen it go against all the market metrics. I've seen where you've had triple G's, everything said green, and it spikes down. I mean, that just tells you right there that the market is ran by advanced AIs and things that will never go in a straight line or a straight flow or anything to make any kind of software easily detect it. The best you're going to get is to get a 70-80% accuracy, and then the rest of it boils down to your trade management and to your risk management. That's going to be where you make your money. 70-80% is an excellent win ratio if you've got good risk management. So, and most days, when I take a loss, especially when I'm scalping, I don't even care. I make $20, I lose $20. I make $20, I lose $20. And then at the end of the day, when you've won 70% of those, you lost 60 or 80 bucks and you made $250. So you minus the 70 out of the 250 and you still made 180 or whatever. So your risk management's huge. But yeah, no system's going to be perfect. So it's not 100% perfect, but it does help you get a very good indication. Like, see here, when this spiked up against me, if I wasn't in this trade, I'd be in a buy right now because everything lined up. We got green, green, green. So the triple G's are all in play. And then your next resistance level, the daily high was right here. That was another reason I didn't really feel like this was going to go against me too far, because we'd already hit the daily high a bunch this morning. 2 different times we hit it and backed off of it pretty hard. Especially right here, we backed off way hard. And so I kind of figured we would follow that level and go back up or be more of a big wave. But anyway, that's long enough video. I really like it. I'm gonna put all my info in the notes here. If you want to get started with it, it's a great time to do it. I'm looking for some. I wish TradingView had a way to copy trade more accounts, because I would buy more accounts, and then I would just do 1 or 2 trades a day and be done, and times that by 5. And I'm gonna let Take Profit Trader. I'm gonna use the profits to buy the more accounts. I'm not gonna spend any of my money on it. So. Anyway, if you have any questions, my email's in there. Please email me. I've had a couple emails so far. I've got some pretty good views on YouTube so far for not using any help at all. I don't buy any marketing or anything like that. I haven't done anything like that yet. I'm just making generic views and just showing I'm a real guy that's got quite a bit of trading experience in different things. I've done some CFDs and I've done a lot of Forex over the years. And so futures was an easy transition for me. But I really wanted something that gives me a good basis, and I really like this. I wish I would have had this years ago. I think I would have done much, much better in all my trading that I've done. And that's why I'm so confident about putting it on my channel and documenting these trades and what I'm seeing here. So I wish you the best of luck, and we will talk to you soon. Like I said, if you have any questions, please email me, and put all my links in the notes here. And I honestly, guys, get started. Play with it. Get it familiar. Build it how you want to build it. Tailor it how you want to tailor it, and start making money. This is a great year to do it. The future space is pretty hot right now. There's quite a bit going on. There's new firms coming up all the time. And Take Profit Trader is an excellent company. I've bought a dozen evals from them. I've only got funded once. I got one payout for $1,000. And that was before I was using this system. And so now my goal is, this has got to get to 53,000 and I'll be funded again. And then what I'm going to do is just get to my buffer and take $200-300 wins every single day. That's my goal. I just want that 200 or 300 every day, and I will be sitting happy. That'll be great. So, like I said, wish you the best. Send me a message if you need any questions or how many help you need. It's a pretty long video today, but I really wanted to show how I use this and what I look for and what the realistic, what a day-to-day really looks like. So. We'll go from there. Thanks again, and we will talk to you soon.